Okay, someone is taking a while to load here. Hopefully no one DC and got a remake or something.
Okay.
No, looks like we're good. So we continue with the Jjakji Senin series, guys. Small note here, I guess Senin's definitely getting caught up by nerves between series. He kind of said, like, I still have no idea how to play online cups, these tournaments, blah, blah, blah. So hopefully he can, I mean, the thing is for a lot of players, they can be, like, really, really good players, like top 1 GM type thing. But once they get into, like, a tournament scene, for some reason, nerves really kick in. And it's a weird mentality thing, because, like, objectively, you can sit back and be like, whatever, right? Like, I don't see how nerves could bother you, but once you're in the hot seat, things change entirely.
Yeah. It's, there's actually a big difference in mentality when you go into online cups. It's actually like big differences everywhere, like whether it's ladder versus practice versus clan wars with your clan versus being solo on an online cup. It all gives you different types of nerves, and people deal better with different.
Yeah, I can kind of see that though a little bit, I guess, too, because it's like the difference of playing ranked versus unranked, too, for some. Like, for the more casual folks like myself, where, you're not, like, super into it, but I guess I can understand, like, the mentality shift, because it's associated with all levels of gameplay. At any rate, guys, let's get into the introductions here. Spawning the top left corner of the map from Gaming Faction, as I've learned, that wasn't too far off. Gear Force, I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, from Gaming Faction, it's going to be the Green Zerg player, Senin.
It's on the gear. I think you were totally spot on.
I hate you.
In the top right, as the blue Terran is mine, Sanity Jjakji.
Now, Jjakji is not exactly a showboat by any means. There are some players, like, if you can remember Once Upon a Time, BSTQD, actually kind of showed off in Starbow recently, too, where, like, when they get ahead, they'll start doing funny things. They'll go for nukes, maybe they'll go, like, 5x Reaper or other ridiculousness. Jjakji's a player who, when he's ahead in a series, that if he feels he really outclasses a player, he'll experiment, which is what I like. Like, he doesn't do stupid builds that are, like, almost insulting to watch, like a nuke rush or something, but that's when he tries to mess around, play with mech, maybe do something weird with air, and I kind of like seeing that from time to time. I don't know if he feels that way versus Senin, because that last game was more dictated by Senin's, this sounds like I'm talking down on, I'm really not trying to, but like it was more like Senin's throw, Senin's loss than it was Jjakji's victory, I feel. I mean, the hold was good, don't get me wrong, but
I kind of agree with you, though. It's actually interesting. Jjakji, I think last time we casted him, he did a lot of mech. Like, that was what he did.
Yeah.
It was the IM qualifier, I guess. And maybe it's like a day-to-day thing. He's like, today I feel like going bio all the time. or something. Because I think he's going to go bio again here. Although, split map... no, actually, Jjakji's not a split map kind of player. At least I think.
And, small thing, guys, sorry. See over the chat yell at me. The score was wrong. I had pressed the wrong button. It's fixed now. Quick little thing about Game Heart, guys, so you know, when you do this, Control 1 or Shift 1 are the buttons you press, and as you can Control Shift right above each other on the keyboard. So I just pressed the wrong one. Calm down. Jjakji won game number 1. It's 1-0 in his favor. And sorry.
Yeah. I didn't. Oh, the Reaper does it all the time. It's actually a bad map for Reapers.
Yeah, there's not a lot of space to run around. Oh wow, how did those links not hit him as he did that U-turn? But unfortunately, Combat Drugs has
save
kicked
it.
in.
Oh, he's not gonna. Oh,
get out. Okay, well this time Senin though, let's give him a little bit of credit. Credit is where credit's due. He's handled this a lot better. Not only is, as you point out, this a terrible map for Reapers because it doesn't have as much space to run around, but more importantly, less spaces to jump up and down. For those who don't know, of course, these areas by the ramp are completely blocked off, so you can only really jump in from this area over here or walk down the ramp. Jjakji's Reaper control is not nearly as much in question as it was the Ling control from Senin last time. This time he's got Lings on the high ground, ready to catch this one Reaper. It's stuck, couldn't quite jump down because of the mineral line, but still manages to get out, and Senin's lost nothing for it so far. So already this game has started off way better for Senin than it did last time.
Yeah. We got Helen's going out, as well as that third command center again. So very typical stuff here. I'm surprised they actually bring out the 2-Rex, or not 2-Rex, the 2-base attack, but, whatever. Stera, typical is fine too, I suppose. And what is Senin gonna do? It looks like he's gonna play normal too. Actually getting those gases up at the same time, but this time double Evo and a third, which Jjakji will probably scout.
This is weird seeing the creep tumors go down like this, but I guess if you're scared of pushing out, it kind of makes sense to just use the energy rather than save it for later.
I don't know why you'd be scared of pushing out on this map because
I know, it's
the
just two
ramp.
Reapers. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it wouldn't be time for the Hellions to be here anyways. Like that's a good point too. But even if the Hellions were here, like that ramp is like a very big, like I don't know if I want to type of thing because it is a small ramp with a small and tall ramp, and I don't know if Hellions
Oh,
will.
Helen's gonna try to get up here. There's not enough to
Look
block
at that.
this. Lings are in hold position. What? Why are they in hold position? Why would you ever hold position? Okay, whatever. Anyways, Helen's gonna get to the main. They're gonna get some drone kills here for sure. The question is, how many are they gonna get? 4 so far, and the drones are pulled. Again, it's a tough decision to make, guys. You can either spread the drones, you can pull the drones, or you can attack with the drones. Either way, what Senin's doing is working out so far to a lesser extent. I mean, he minimizes losses, but it's still 11 workers dead at this point. Looks like a couple Hellions even got into the natural, but a full surround from Senin. Oh, almost a full surround from Senin. That should have shut that down, but unfortunately, Hellions will escape. 15 kills now, going to be up to 16. One more volley. 21 drones killed. What? Oh, Senin is going to be hating himself right now.
So I was not expecting to go up that ramp at all. I
Much
feel
less
really dumb for
21
that.
kills. I mean, for context, what should have happened there, guys? If the Lings weren't on hold position, even 4 Lings would have at least made one of the Hellions going to screw up with its pathing, and it couldn't have just ran up the way it did. But now the Reapers get back in here, and Senin's lost all his Lings.
No, no. Even the Queens are out of position, so he gets 2 more drone kills and gets out. Oh my god.
Well, with the gold base being locked down, this is not looking too great here for Senin.
Nope.
So the big thing about this, guys, it's not so much about the workers he lost. I mean, well, it is. I'll come back to it in a moment. I mean, he's still at the same worker count of Jjakji, but because he had to spend so much larva replacing all those workers, he has no army value to speak of. He's only just now getting roaches out. Relying on a queen to hold this game, it holds early pushes through this little hole in the wall, but that's it. There's any sort of actual dedicated attack with Stimpack kills Senin right now.
This drone versus SCV count is not good. I mean, 43 to 54 plus 3 mules at a gold base. Like, yeah, you're right about like him not being able to push out at all because of the larva too, but he just doesn't have an economy. Like, Jjakji's next push is so deadly. It looks like he actually.
This Reaper, what?
Yeah.
Like 9 there. Okay, good. He died. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna be really pissed if that Reaper got through. Gooping up the gold base here of Jjakji. I got a small note to Creep. Do you remember, like, if you guys watched Wings of Liberty days, Creep didn't used to be so dynamic. It wouldn't cover buildings. It spread in a much less interesting fashion. But I love this. Command center is completely covered at this point. Roaches are going to get in here and get some kills. Starting to pay Jjakji back a little bit, but this is more like about evening the game out than it is about getting ahead. Because killing a couple SCVs is kind of whatever.
The thing is that maybe if the roaches got out, this would be like actually like a good thing in his favor to bring back this game. But the fact that they all died, I mean,
focuses down the Marauders though. I mean, he gets a couple of good kills for that. I mean, that could have gone much worse.
I guess it could have gone a lot worse. But there was really no win for that unless he completely got out for free. Actually, I think Jjakji was kind of screwing up. I don't want to say screwing up because of course he was having his attention elsewhere to doing the Hellion run bys and the Reaper stuff. But like his 2-2 hasn't started. His army just finished. Like his army doesn't seem quite as big as it should be. But well, actually that drop's gonna do a lot of damage.
So I want to put some context here, guys. For Senin, this is looking rough. Roaches are definitely not the great choice to pick early on like this. Versus Stim Bio, roaches just simply don't cut it. But once you get Hydralisks in the mix, suddenly this composition is actually so scary. And players like Tefl have actually defeated Jjakji in the past by just going for Roach Hydra. But this is not a scenario where I think Senin's going to be afforded that opportunity. I mean, 2-2's on the way, but I don't even think there's a Hydra stand down. He went for the Infestation Pit instead, so this is not looking to be his game at the moment.
Swarm Hosts?
Swarm Host
no,
versus Bio? What?
That's not going to bring you back into a game. Like, that is a surprise factor type of thing against Bio. And
that's like
that
Nidus in the main, maybe catch him off guard sort of status. Like, you don't typically go straight into it. Jjakji with some pretty cute pickup micro here. You're going to keep that one Marauder alive with like, it's like a cat now with 9 lives. Lives to see another day, but the Roach is popping out. Will finish it off. The damage, though, for Senin, I don't know. He's lost so many workers this game. Down to half the worker supply of Jjakji. 40 dead so far. Barely 40 left on the map.
Yeah. And now Jjakji's, oh, actually, that's GG. I was going to say, now Jjakji's, like, in full production mode, too, so he's going to skyrocket, but it didn't matter.
That's game.
Senin, I think it was just completely nerves, like
It's gotta be like
nerves.
he was making the right moves, just in a very awkward fashion and reacting poorly to like Hellions and things like that. I mean,
Yeah.
is what it is.